Good morning, beautiful souls. I wanted to come on and share with you guys. It's official. We have our very first coffee and convo inspired membership. This membership called the Multifaceted Soul Society Coffee Club for our very first member, which is pretty awesome. Plus, we have a few more new members. We have about 5 or 6 other people that joined us. And so I wanted to extend the offer to you, but I also want to pull some cards for you guys today. Multifaceted manifestation cards, which I'll be pulling for you. We also have some abundant blessings because that's what they are, abundant blessings. And we also have some little mini angels, which I will be pulling for you as well. And I just saw the relaxation card popping out. So I'm just going to share with everyone today is the day of rest, right? It's a good day to relax, rejuvenate, get your happy on, whatever it is for you. One of these days I need to clean out my coffee cup because it's stained. If anybody has a good suggestion of how to clean those out, I've heard to put bleach in the cup and let it sit. So I don't know if that's the way to do it, but definitely let me know if you have a good solution on how to fix and clean out my coffee cups so they do not look stained, because they are well washed. It's hard to get the staining out sometimes, and I love my coffee. So cheers to you and all you do. Before we get into all that, I'm first going to pull a card. What I wanted to pull first was an abundant blessing. Just, we're all abundantly blessed. And I don't know if you guys have heard, this just flipped. I'm going to look at it in a minute. But we've been praying for my dog, Duke. We've been putting positive thoughts, positive intentions, prayers, and you may or may not have heard the results. So we're still waiting on the results to see what is exactly going on with the different things that we had removed on him. There was something in the back of the neck. There was a little something on his arm here, which she thought was a cyst. And then also a little wart under his chin, poor guy. But we don't know what this thing back here was. And so we're still waiting on the results. However, your prayers, your thoughts, your positive energy immensely helped. Duke is doing amazingly well, way better than we thought he would. Can't wait to see when he goes back to the vet to have the stitches removed in a few days. Well, actually, probably another week. We'll see what the vet says, but he is doing amazingly well. I have not personally seen him. He's actually with his dad, Jay, and that's what I keep hearing. He's doing incredibly well. He's blown away by the support that we've been receiving from all of you. So thank you so much for your continued thoughts and prayers for our little buddy, Duke. So this card, now a bunch flipped, but I'm just going to pull the top one because that feels right to me. This card is God is your source. So think about this, right? Anything you're doing, God is your source, right? I always say, and it's really interesting because everyone has different beliefs on this, and I'm not trying to change anyone's opinion. I'm just sharing with you what I've understood and what I've come to know. So I grew up Catholic, and the dogmas don't really work for me anymore. It's too strict. It's too limiting, where if God or Jesus is all loving, then we should all be all loving. We should be all accepting of everyone, right? And just be wherever we are. You can have your opinions. I'm not looking for judgment, but God is your source, right? The universe is your source. Whatever you want to call that, your higher power is your source. Just allow yourself to be in that place today. Everything you need will always be supplied by the infinite source of the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. And faith opens the doorway to receive. Now, I definitely had faith knowing that by putting out that plea for Duke, that people would pray and people would put out positive thoughts. And I didn't know what would happen. I just set the intention to allow it to happen. Same thing with our Multifaceted Soul Society Coffee Club. I literally put it out because I got a feeling, and I was like, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? Nobody wants to join, but we already have people that are joining, like 6 of you, and I'm so excited. Let's see. So the faith opens the doorway to allow yourself to receive those abundant blessings. So if you're waiting for something to come into your life, you have to put out and have faith. And faith is like believing when you can't see the entire staircase. You can only see the first step, but you have to take that step in what I call blind faith, where you just step into something new and just trust that the next step is going to be there and the next step. Or if you're swinging, imagine that there's a net there to catch you. There's always something there that will support you. You're never alone, and you'll never be left out because you are doing this for the highest and best good, whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So always set the intention for the highest and best good, and then release and let go, and no expectation. So in God, there is no lack or limitation. You could say in the universe, there is no lack or limitation. It's only in our belief system. So it's what we believe that allows it in. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to receive and all to share too. So this is a great card about, believing in where you are and allowing that abundant blessings to flow to you and through you. And so all these blessings that are coming in for Duke, I feel like I'm able to give back in so many more ways now. And not that because of your prayers, but I feel like that just encouraged me and inspired me. And people have been super, super generous with joining our community, they've inspired me to try some other things too. So I'm going to get to these in a second. But what I wanted to share with you guys, I just want to take a moment and really share this because I think it's important. So our first person who signed up is one of my dear clients from when I had the salon, and she was actually one of my mediumship students. She was an amazing medium, and she still is, and she kind of stepped away from it for a while. I wasn't sure why, but that's okay. Everybody has their thing. But she ended up joining us, and she joined for a whole year. Now, our membership for the Multifaceted Soul Society Coffee Club is $10 a month. $10 a month, just want to rehash this with you guys in case you didn't hear it before. $10 a month gets you VIP status when we have our coffee and convo sessions on Facebook. So every Tuesday at 11:11 Eastern Standard Time, or if I'm not there at 11:11, I will be there at 1:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But normally it's 11:11. Come on, and I bring through multifaceted messages that you guys can use. You can take what you can and leave the rest. It's a general reading, but I like to bring through whatever I can. And if we can bring the energy high enough, we get the spirit world to come through. So it's not just messages, it's actually mediumship as well. So mediumship and messages, and which is beautiful. And the more you guys can raise the energy and send me lots of love and light, the more the energy flows. And I find that the spirit world can slow down, we can speed up, and the messages come through. So I want to be able to bring that through for you. And I want to continue doing that. And this way I can do it for people still for free. But if you decide to join our membership for $10 a month, you will get access to become a VIP in that. So you'll become a VIP Multifaceted Soul Society Coffee Club member. And what that allows you to do, I'm pulling the cards for people. If I see you pop up, I'm going to be more inclined to come to you first and bring through messages. Even if it's every week you come on, you're going to be the first people that I'm drawn to. So that is going to be my intention moving forward. I will still get to other people if I can, but you guys, no matter who you are or how many of them you are, I'm going to do my best to get to all of you first. You'll have that VIP status if I see you on there. Can't guarantee it because a lot of times I can't tell who's on there. So I have to keep seeing you pop up, but the more I see you pop up, the more I'm going to come to you. So that gives you the $10 a month. That's the access there, which is awesome. It's just a VIP, and you're really supporting the work that I do. You're supporting the money that goes to the Healing Hands Foundation, which is for anti-human trafficking. I'm a big advocate for that. And I believe that, we all have to do our part to give back and help people, especially when we can. So I donate every month to that charitable organization, which is partnered with my essential oil company that I use. And I just feel they do so much to give back. I've always given back to them, but now I even give back more with the coffee and convo to buy me a coffee. So anybody who does take part in the membership, know that part of your money, a portion of it, will be donated. And I do that each month. So now the other thing is tier 2 of this membership. And I want to be really clear with this so you guys understand, but if you have questions, definitely reach out and let me know. But tier 2 is decide you want to purchase the membership for the entire year. I'd be super grateful. And it brings you right into, you also have not only VIP status in the coffee and convo sessions, but you also experience our Multifaceted Soul Society. And the way that that works is we do a development circle, which is mediumship intuitive development, every other week, and every other week we do a healing circle. So every other week we always have something going on. First week will be like the development circle, and then the last week of the month will be the healing circle. So you'll have access to 2 of those. You won't get access to all 4 because that's the people who are in our paid, private membership, but you'll have access to come in. And the development circle, you're not actually learning to develop in there. You're just coming in to receive messages from your loved ones. You have guidance, and these are student mediums who are doing the work. And I will be overseeing it all. I'll also probably be tuning in to see what I pick up around all of you. We may or may not get to every single person depending on how big the group is, but it's kind of like a gallery style where if we're bringing in the messages, going to be drawn to a certain person, and you may be able to take that. That's how it works. So it's really, really cool. Plus, when we do the healing circle, you're always going to feel the healing. So the healing is going to be very powerful. Distance healing, if you've never experienced before, is super powerful. I've been doing this for a long time. And the healing, the testimonials I have are like piling up. I have to go in and edit all these videos, but I have so many testimonials I want to share with you about people who've had miraculous healings or who've just felt better after a session. The energy that flows through when, I feel when 2 or more of us come together in Jesus' name or in a higher power's name, especially when we're working through that energy of love and light, that the energy just has to flow, and wherever it needs to go, it's intuitive and it knows exactly where to go. So you don't have to do anything except receive. So that's the beauty of that. Both sessions are usually about an hour, sometimes an hour and 15, sometimes they go a little over, but it's a beautiful experience. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you guys, anyone who signs up now, Dora, our very first member, super awesome. Thank you, Dora, has inspired me because she is such a giving person. And I feel that I am very giving, but I'm always finding different ways and always looking for different ways to do even more. So I thought about this and spirit kind of nudged me and I thought, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do because I got that strong feeling. But when Dora decided to join for the year, she took a leap of faith and she decided, you know what, I'm going to do this. And so she joined for the whole year. No questions asked, just joined and said, I'm really excited about the experience. So we're excited for you to come on and be part of this experience with all of us. It's going to be absolutely amazing. That's all I know from Spirit. And the other thing is, because she joined us for the year, it gave me the thought. I know so many people right now are really struggling with financial stuff. And, there's just things are expensive. And I know people want to do readings. I'm very aware of that. It's been brought to my attention. Many people want to get readings, but a lot of times they're like, I really just can't afford it right now. So I wanted to share with you by coming in and being part of our Multifaceted Soul Society Coffee Club, your $100 membership by joining for the entire year, really something that is affordable. And by doing so, just for believing in us and deciding you want to be part of this with us, you're going to also receive a coupon code. And the coupon code is going to be good for $100 off a reading with me, a personal reading or a healing session, whatever it is that would benefit you more. I'd be happy to do that for you and it will be $100 off. And if you're interested in that, you can either use it for yourself or you can gift it to a friend. So it's a code that you will receive once you get started with us. I think that's a really great bonus. It's going to be available only for the first 50 people who join us. So right now we have about 6. So we have some spots available and I hope that one of those spots will be for you. We would love to have you in our community and we would love to help you understand further how to develop your God-given gifts and abilities of mastering your mediumship and getting in touch with your intuition and learning how to use that in your everyday life to be able to know that our loved ones never die and that love doesn't just disappear after they cross over to the other side. Love continues on and it just continues on in more and more forms. It just changes forms and it just continues on in more and more ways. So, our loved ones are all around us every day, all the time, but we don't know how to tune into them. And until you learn how to develop that, that can really help with grief healing. It can really help with trying to get guidance in your own thoughts and mind. I am not God. I cannot tell you what's going to happen, but I can give you guidance and probabilities of what could happen. And then in hindsight, you'll see, wow, that did happen, or no, that didn't happen. But 9 times out of 10, most things that come through usually do make sense. And if people are meant to take them, I always say, if they're meant to receive it, I say, take what you can and leave the rest. And just allow your mind to be free. They just reminded me to look at the shirt. Free your mind, right? And the rest will follow. I love that song. So, it's just about being open to different opportunities. So I wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to now pull a couple cards. So we're going to pull a multifaceted message to go along with God being your source. God is the universe. It's whatever you feel your higher power is, but you definitely have a higher power or source that is bigger than all of us, but we are also part of that source and we are made in the image and likeness of that energy. And so whatever we do, it's not right or wrong. There is no judgment. Judgment is human. So hang on. So I love this card. This one jumped out of the deck. And we haven't had this one before, but this is dance. I don't know if you guys can see it here. Let's see if I can, there we go, dance. And dance is all about, it's a 9. It's all about endings. Dance is all about, moving your body, swaying to the rhythm of what feels right in your life and in your soul, right? Develop a daily exercise or dance practice. Increase your energy and raise your vibe, right? Raise your vibration high, lifting in turn your emotions. So see this here, this little circular area here in my house? This is where I dance around in the morning. And I'm usually out here with my coffee and I'm usually jamming away and dancing and doing my thing and just moving and swaying and whatever works. And by doing that, I find that it lifts my vibration. It's almost a type of a meditation. So do you guys dance in the morning? What do you find that helps you lift your vibration? I like to meditate too, but sometimes I need to lift the vibe because meditation takes you calm, but dance will lift you up. Endings are always new beginnings. So this could just be something going on in your life right now that is, it's just reminding you to get outside yourself, to laugh a little more, to be more free-spirited and to lift your vibe dance a little more, have a little more fun. You can have faith and then receive. So we're going to pull a couple little angels to clarify that. I'm going to pull 3 because that's what they're giving me the feeling of. So spontaneity, friends. So this is a really good card for today. And when spontaneity comes in, it's really, that's the gift of life, right? It's like, that's the spice of life. You have to just be able to go with the flow, roll with the punches, move forward. If something comes up, an invitation, take it. Say yes to the dress, I always like to say. And the next card is birth. So this is another great card. Now, when birth comes up, you always have to pull another card. So we have a third one. And the birth is of courage. So spontaneously birthing courage. So know that this might be scary to you to try something new, to step into a whole new path that maybe your religious belief system has made you feel that is not right. If your heart says, I'm curious, I encourage you to try it. What's the worst can happen? If you don't like it, you just go, you know what, that wasn't for me. And that's okay. The next card that just jumped out is healing. If you guys can see this. It's hard to see. The healing card has come out, and the healing card is all about what we're going to be doing in the group. So mediumship is healing, intuitive work is healing, healing is healing. Really, there's so many ways to healing, but I do want to share that these 3 jumped out as well. So it's stepping into your power, allowing yourself to receive whatever it is that's coming through that will make you feel empowered. And whatever that is for you that helps you embrace who you are and accepting yourself for exactly where you're at without judgment, with only love. Because God, our higher power, the universe, Jesus, it's all about love. There should be no judgment. The judgment is human. Love is divine. Love is divine. And really, love is all there is. I have this little sign in my bathroom, and love is all there is. Love is always the answer. And also, if somebody's needing to know about moving forward with something, I'm hearing just have some patience. This will happen. It's just take your time right now, because this is a time of just kind of stepping back and observing it all. And maybe it's thinking about all this. Maybe it's just, okay, am I supposed to do this yet? Maybe it's just not the right time for you. And you'll know when it is, because it'll feel right here. So I always put my hand on my heart and does this feel good to me? And if it feels good, I usually will go forward and I kind of get a good feeling. And also understanding when this card comes up, it's all about learning new things, getting a deeper understanding of what's going on and what the bigger picture is. So that's a really good card for today as well. And I am going to pull one more Multifaceted Manifestations cards. That's what these are. And so we're going to pull one more to leave you with for the highest and best good of all today. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever it is you are. So this card is all about balance. And so balance is a really good card. So I'm actually getting ready to go for a little bike ride, and balance is my oil of choice, just to keep me upright, to keep me balanced, to keep me anchored right to the earth. We all like to balance our energy. So I love to find a place of balance and stillness in my own life, and maybe you do too. And so maybe you can find a way to balance in your own body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, and you can kind of do this guy or whatever. There's so many different poses for balance, but really just finding the balance in your own life that just anchors you and helps you feel aligned. This card is also a 9. Lots of endings, but what that foretells is there are many new beginnings, and they can be unlimited. There's unlimited opportunities coming to you, and clarity is, I'm hearing clarity will ensue. So if you are confused about moving forward with something, here's another thing you can do. You can use crystals or gemstones to balance out or enhance your energy. I always have little crystals nearby. So you can do like a rose quartz. A lot of times people will tuck it in their bra or hold it and, maybe put it in your hat. You could do many different things. You could just hold it in your hand or put it in your pocket, but that will also help balance you. And you may want to find an anchoring stone, like an Apache tear, which is a black stone, or a smoky quartz, which is also a very good crystal for balancing and anchoring to the earth. A jasper, red jasper, would anchor us to the earth as well. Penny, shh. Penny likes to talk to everyone. And I've just learned that, you know what, she's a dog and she barks, and it's just part of who she is. And I'm learning that there's a balance with everything. Penny, are you saying goodbye? Or are you just talking to everybody? So balance is the key for today. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, brush your hair, and until we meet again. I'm Lisa, the multifaceted medium. Peace out. And that's Penny, the big mouth. Stop barking. Rah. Listen, you, it's the neighbors. Why do you have to bark at everybody? See, I can't even get mad at her because she's little. Thanks for being here, guys. If you've not yet liked my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like if this video brought you value. And all the links to everything I shared will be in the comments below. You can check them out. And if you're new here and you'd like to watch something else, some other videos, I'm going to put one of the other ones that explains also what we're doing here. So I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.